I'm going to grab your foam roller, place that in underneath your pelvis. I'm going to go at a diagonal here so that you can see the movement a little bit better than maybe yesterday's. So you're placing your foam roller, hopefully I'm in shot. Place your foam roller underneath your pelvis, kind of mid-sacrum or a couple of centimetres below the waistband of your shorts or your leggings. Bring both knees into your chest, hug them in, and a little rock side to side. Bring that back centre, left knee stays where it is. It's like reaches up towards the ceiling, point and flex. Toes to the ceiling, toes to your nose. Bring your toes towards your nose, push up on your heel, drop your leg back, stretching through the hamstring here. So that comes right back and stretch. 2 and 1. Fold in, swap over, same thing on this side, point and flex. This other knee comes in as close as you can get it to your chest, point and flex. Good. Push up on the heel, toes to your nose. This leg comes back. 4, 3, 2. Good. Both legs the same. Movement, point and flex. Toes to your nose. Push up through your heels and drop the legs back. Hold that position. If you want, you can do what we did yesterday and bring the legs all the way back to the floor. You don't have to do that today, or you can do it later if you prefer to. I'm not going to do it today. I'm just going to just do the normal stretch with the legs coming down towards your chest. Because we're focusing on all the soft tissue, the muscles around your hip joint. So we're just getting into the hamstrings here. Okay, fold in. Left knee stays in. So now we're going into the front of the leg, into your hip flexors right here at the front of the hip joint. So with this one, feel like, in my case, stretching out towards the radiator, like I'm trying to touch it. So my leg stays completely stretched and straight. There's hopefully no bend at the knee at this stage. So you're lengthening, almost like somebody's pulling your ankle. They're pulling me out the window. And then when you get to that point, which is somewhere around there for me, so you can see the way the muscle is quite taut there. It doesn't want to go anymore. And even when I activate through my gluteal muscle to try and press it down, that's as far as it wants to go. Then I can fold at the back of my knee and bring my heel down. Wow, that's tight. I didn't realise I had that far to go. And this is where you should feel that. So you're keeping your abdominal muscles scooped in. This knee stays in tight so your back feels protected and you're opening up into that hip. Big deep breath in. Breathe it out. Nice and slowly slide it back in again. I'm going to swap it over, do the exact same thing on this side. So this knee comes in. Reach and lengthen now with your left leg. And let it drop. Keep it straight, 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 straight. And that's the point where that one is sticking on me. So quite tight on my hip flexors. I think, the more we sit down, obviously, the more they're going to shorten and tighten up a little bit. Okay. And then fold at the back of the knee to bring it down. And breathe in. This is one of my favourite ways to stretch the hip flexors and the quads, because it just feels so safe. Because this knee is in so tight to your body, your back, your lumbar spine doesn't feel under any pressure whatsoever, but it's really focused stretch at the front of the hip. So, sometimes, and obviously I need to do it at the moment, if my hip flexors are tightening up a little bit, a lot of the time if I do a lot of driving, for me, maybe I'm tense when I'm driving, I don't know, I really feel a tightness. I'll actually physically feel them uncomfortable there. Then I'll spend a little bit longer on this, maybe 90 seconds holding the stretch. Okay, come back in. Excuse me. Left knee comes in, right foot comes down onto the floor this time. So we're placing the foot directly down onto the mat. The ankle is pretty much in line with my knee joint. Activate through your glute here. This knee pulls in tight, and we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press your foot into the floor. Tuck the glute tightens up. Scoop your navel to your spine and pull this knee in. So it's I'm feeling that stretch going all the way down nearly to my mid thigh. And release it. And press and release, and one more, press and release it. Swap it over to the other side. So full foot contact with the floor, so that left foot is down on the floor now, fully in contact with it. Release on the inhale. As you exhale, push your foot down, pull this knee in tight. See how tight and close the leg is, the bent knee is to the body. Don't let it pull away. Keep it pulled in. One more. Good. Relax it and bring both knees in. So they come in tight. Reach your arms back and little rock side to side. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then roll the foam roller out from underneath you. Put it aside and circle around with the knees. And reverse it. Hands on top of your knees, circle them away from each other. So all those movements and stretches and just being in contact with the hip joint and being aware of it, all that is really helpful for any sort of lower back tightness that you have as well. And then bring the soles of your feet together, put them down onto the mat, knees open out wide, arms come into goalpost position either side of your head. Ooh, I'm getting that cramp. Oh, sorry about that, guys, it happens sometimes. Soles of the feet together, arms open out, press your feet together and then let the knees relax. So the feet press and release. One more. Good. Stretch your legs out along the mat, arms, reach them back, full body stretch. Shake up through your legs. Start with your feet, work up over your ankles into your calves and your shins, up over your knees, quads and hamstrings. Shake, shake, shake. Up into the hip joint if you can. Good. And then slide your feet back in. Roll yourself over onto your side, or if you're comfortable to do it, tuck your chin in and roll up into seated. Okay, coming into quadruped position. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Knees directly underneath your hips. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. You're going to come into that as much into a neutral position here out of the way. Much into a neutral position with your spine as you can. So you're not rounded, you're not hollowed. You're about halfway between the two. Lengthen out through the elbows. Roll, curl your tailbone under and lift. So we're tilting your pelvis. Tuck under and lift. So keeping that from the waist down. Lumbar spine stretches and hollows. Good. Bring it a little bit further. So we're going to all the way up, round, and then extend. Round and extend. One more. And extend. Good. Tuck your toes under. Sit your butt back onto your heels. And stretch your feet. Good. And then rest onto the front of the foot. Bring the knees out. Round this. And just hang out here, let the inner thighs stretch. Slide your shoulders away from your ears as much as you can. Shoulders are sliding down, dropping your chest towards the floor. Good, and then tuck your chin in, hands come in underneath your shoulders. Big deep breath in, and we're going to round your spine to unfurl and bring it up. Head comes up last. I'm still in the shot, but it's good. And a couple of little shoulder rolls. And reverse it. Good. Bring the knees back in, come up onto your knees and step yourself up onto your stronger leg. Well done, guys. I'm not going to stand up when I come over and turn off the phone instead. I hope you've enjoyed today's workout. A little bit different. Give me a shout if you've anything you want me to go through with you or answer. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.